What's up, y'all? We back here on the Revel Winter Conference 2023, and I'm sitting here with artist and entrepreneur Vic Mensa, man. I appreciate you coming and talking to me. And
Love. Likewise, man.
I really wanted to speak to you because I've seen what you've been doing in the cannabis space, especially in Chicago. And congratulations on being the first black-owned cannabis brand in Chicago.
Thank you, man.
Vic Mensa grew up in Hyde Park, Chicago in his blood, in his music, and now in his business affairs.
93.
It's honestly, it's a dream come true to be launching 93 Boyz. I'm very excited about it, and at the same time, it's a travesty that our community has been left out of this process thus far.
$1 billion industry that nationally has under 4% black ownership and locally in Illinois is 0.
How hard was that feat to become that, knowing that there aren't any until you?
It's definitely difficult. Breaking into this industry is just difficult in general, you know what I'm saying? And I think that is a large part of what our organization at a space like this can work to dismantle, is the enormous amount of hoops that they make us go through, you know what I mean? In an industry that obviously is built off of a plant criminalized because of us.
Right.
And somehow they've been able to recognize its value in tax dollars and own 99% of it, you know?
Right.
The industry has maintained its whiteness. I mean, the application process is expensive, extensive, and exclusive, you know? There are many barriers to even applying that will largely keep our community out in a lot of ways. The capital needed in itself to apply, you know, or the real estate needed to apply for cultivation license.
So that's why us being in conversation and being in these types of conferences is necessary, so that the people that have the ability to move and shift this culture can have more inroads to being legal, you know what I mean?
I agree. One of my main reasons of coming into the space was to give a platform to, obviously, the people that look like us that haven't been able to succeed in Canada yet, or not even just succeed, but to take advantage of what it's been put there for everybody else, but not necessarily us.
Yes, sir.
So you say it's been difficult trying to break in Chicago, first black brand, and being a music artist, right? And now really taking Canada and trying to be a driving factor in the space. What is the differences? What made you say, this is the lane I want to go with 93 Boyz?
93 Boyz, I feel, is an extension of my earliest entrepreneurial ventures, which was trapping. You know what I mean? That was the first thing that I did.
I started selling weed when I was 14. Even when I was 14, I was focused on having a dope strain, what was at that time dope packaging. So sometimes I would package my 8th or the 7th that I was selling them in a Nike SB lace bag. You know what I mean? So
that taught me a lot of things that I utilize in music. So now I feel like I'm thinking about utilizing the things I've learned in music to serve cannabis. So it's ultimately full circle for me.
I love that because I'm doing the same thing. I'm utilizing what I've learned in reality TV.
On growing up hip hop.
I get why you don't like dealing with that man anymore. What do you do after you put it in? JoJo, push the key in further. And in the production world and merging with cannabis,
Yes, sir.
trying to give the best quality content for the stories like yours and work on shows like I work on a show called Black Gold New Jersey, which is going to be a reality TV show. So to use my expertise, but bring it to cannabis. So what you
reality TV show would be so crazy.
Yeah, think of Black Ink, but it's called Black Gold.
Like the life of a man.
Yeah, it's something that we're proud to work on, and
that's crazy.
I've been in the reality TV space, so I know what people want to see entertainment-wise. So,
That's dope.
but I also want to show the ups and downs of being black in the space, because to hear Johnson, he's black and he's been able to become the first social equity license holder in New Jersey. He's opening a Simply Pure in Trenton, New Jersey.
We are standing on the grounds of the future. Simply pure Trenton display.
So he's almost got a story like you, but he's got a whole spot, and it's great. So on the Revel, what led you to On the Revel? How you liking On the Revel? You're from Chicago.
Yeah.
How you liking New York?
I love New York City, man. I'm a graffiti artist, man, so New York City is
didn't
like
know
a
that.
museum to me. And I'm just a student of hip hop, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like New York has existed in my imagination through the music that I listen to and love and learn from my earliest memories. And I spent a lot of time in New York, so I'm glad to be at On the Revel. I actually have some history with the On the Revel founders in a different way, and I just support what they're doing. And I'm just like very excited to be in a space connecting with people that I can collaborate with, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm excited to be here
Straight
for
up.
too, is collaborating with people like you. And I sat down with Shice Bubs, and I spoke to Joyce from Sonoma Hill Farms, and sitting down with so many other people. And you're right, it's about being in the space that's with people that are like-minded.
Yes, sir.
And want to work and really want to make change together.
Yes, sir.
So 93 Boyz, that name, it gives me, you got that best gas in the station. You really got the best gas in the
Gas
station in
station.
Chicago? Like, what kind of strength? Do you got something on you? What you guys got the best gas in the station?
You know, I stopped flying with,
Smart man.
you know,
Smart
illegal
man.
contraband about a year ago. But if you come to Chicago, I got you.
I'll be there. I'm gonna come to Chicago. Now, speaking of coming to Chicago, I want to bring up one last thing before we get out of here. There was one thing I saw that brought my attention to your company. You did this viral clip. You were giving out gas.
Oh, yeah. it
He
was
almost
giving out the
forgot,
gas, man.
We out west at the Shell on Warren and Western. The west side, we in the trenches. We giving away free gas. Yes, sir. What down, gang? You need some free gas? Shout out to the 93 Boyz. Never run out of gas.
They got the fly right here.
I got the good with the 93 Boyz.
Check my boy out.
You smoke? We got too. You got some? Here's some more. Shout out to 93 Boyz.
Who came up with that play? It was genius, and it made me say,
Yo.
dude is genius. I said, this is he's giving out gas, but
That
he's
was a
telling
good
people to
idea,
smoke his
man.
gas.
Yeah, that was my partner, man. He's,
Shout out to your partner,
Yeah, he's
man.
slick with it. He's slick with it, man. So we had a lot of fun with that. I mean, because the DNA of 93 Boyz is like good smoke and giving back. You know what I mean? Culture, community, and cultivation. That's the way
Three
we...
C's.
3 C's. That's the way we looking at it, man. And just being in a space that has been used to hurt so many of our people, I think it's necessary to be helping people at the same time, you know?
You say, literally, me and you, we say the same things.
Word.
We literally like a mirror when it comes to what we believe in cannabis, especially for our people in cannabis. And obviously we want to still provide people with the best weed, just like I want to provide people with the best quality content.
Word.
And what you just said, the 3 C's, is ultimately
right?
everything. Yeah, he liked that. He's proud of the 3 C's. It was community, cultivation, and
Culture.
Culture. And culture is the most important thing I think a lot of people don't understand. And that's why I'm going to take it out on this. Your brand is so important in Chicago because I'm pretty sure a lot of them brands don't understand the culture. You're from Chicago. You said you were a hustler. You're going back to what you know, being a hustler, but legally.
Yes, sir.
And you understand the cannabis culture of Chicago like I understand the cannabis culture in New York.
Word.
There needs to be more brands like you, especially in Chicago, and there needs to be more brands like 93 Boyz in the world, where people
Necessary.
that understand the culture and still pushing the culture forward.
Necessary. That's why, you know, us being connected and being in the same spaces is the road forward, because although it's exciting to be the first, you know, to break through, it's also just disappointing and something that needs to change. There needs to be so many more of us in the cannabis industries in our localities, man, because we're the ones that have pushed the culture forward in that respect.
I appreciate that, man. I'm here sitting with my boy Vic Mensa. Shout out
Yes,
to the
sir.
93 Boyz. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to all the great things he's been doing in the space, not just plant touching, but helping people and trying to do things for good like 3 is 4. I appreciate you sitting down with me. Let's smoke one later.
Yes, sir.
My guy.
Love.